Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about sine and cosine rule, how to use in the case of two vector additions. To use this formula, mainly you should remember head-tail method. That means the first vector head is should add to tail of second vector. This is most important. Here I took vector A is in north direction and vector B is making 60 degrees angle with the positive x-axis. Second vector tail should add to the first vector head. The angle between these two is called the angle between the vectors, and the resultant vector should run from the first point of the starting vector and ending point of second vector, that r is equals to a plus b. Now if you want to find the magnitude of resultant vector r, very simple, r is equals to under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. This is cosine rule. Here some confusion is there. Here minus 2ab cos theta or plus 2ab cos theta. Very simple. If the angle between two vectors is less than 90 degrees, that should be a positive 2ab cos theta. If the angle is more than 90 degrees, then that should be a negative 2ab cosine theta. Here is very important. Next one, direction of resultant vector. To find the resultant vector direction, we should use sine rule. To use sine rule, one should look at the picture, a triangle, the A, B and R. The angles are alpha, beta and gamma. Now the rule is sine alpha by A is equals to sine beta by B is equals to sine gamma by R. So already we know R is the resultant vector, beta is the resultant vector direction, angle with positive x-axis or first vector. So we can take any two relations from that. I know R and gamma and B. So I can take the relation sine beta by B is equals to sine gamma by R. Therefore, from this I can write beta is equals to inverse sine of beta into sine gamma by R. My dear friends, we'll see one example problem. Here vector A is 50 meters due north and vector B 30 meters with 60 degrees north of east direction. Find the resultant vector magnitude as well as the direction. Here simple, once look at the diagram, vector A and vector B is in 60 degrees with the positive x-axis. So here vector B is 30 meters with 60 degrees. Now the resultant vector I can draw from the starting point of the vector and ending point of the second vector. Here is the angle between two vectors. You know already the total is 180 degrees. Then if you remove 60 from 180, you can get the angle between two vectors, that is 120 degrees. This is important to find. Now this alpha and beta are angles. Gamma is 120, already I told. Now the magnitude of the resultant vector formula r is equals to under root of a square b square minus 2ab cosine 120 degrees. So 50 square, 30 square minus 2, 50, 30 cosine 120. If I calculate with that, I can get root 4900. Then r is equals to 70 meters is the magnitude of the resultant vector. Now we'll go find the direction. We know already formula sine beta by b is equals to sine gamma by r is equals to sine alpha by a. In that we know first two relations we can take. From that beta we are going to find actually. Simple, sine beta by b is equals to sine gamma by r. Sine beta is equals to b into sine gamma by r. Here we know b is equals 30, gamma is equals to 120, same 30 into sine 120 by 70, then that equals 0.371. Therefore beta is equals to inverse sine of 0.371. Therefore beta is equals 21.8 degrees. So the final vector is 70 meters with 21.8 degrees north of east.